Hello, you guys. Kenny here, also known as SolidFan85. Welcome back to the Y in YouTube, where we talk to creators, viewers, where essentially I try to put everybody in the spotlight. This is a bit of a project for me here on the channel. May go the wayside. It may actually take off. We'll see. But you guys seem to be enjoying it. In previous interviews, we've talked to Pro Dude Films and Frost. Some really awesome guys. But this one's very special. We are chatting with a good friend of mine, AthenaBella. She has been a content creator for a while. She was a friend of a friend for a while, and then I started hanging out with her. And you guys know Tough. Some of you may or not know Tough. Another great guy, another good friend, and these two are a great pairing. So it's really cool to have her on. We're just gonna be chatting with her a little bit. And Athena, how's life?
Life is, well, it's not all fun and games, but, you know, it's going.
Yeah, it's life for you. I mean, it can't be life without no fun and games, I guess. Um, so just a heads up to you guys. Whenever I hang out with certain people, things may get a little raunchy. So just a heads up. If you're watching this and you're a younger audience, be aware. Things may get a little bit adult, but that's the fun in hanging out with some of these guys. And if you're familiar with my content, you know that I'm no stranger to mature content. So just a heads up. But basically, I want to start out with, and this is a standard question I ask everybody, Athena. Um, when you were growing up, what did you want to be?
I don't think many people know this, but I wanted to be a cardiologist.
Dude, that's cool. Okay, did anything inspire that?
My dad is a cardiologist.
Fantastic.
Uh, I kind of grew up around the hospital with him. I got to sit in on some of his surgeries, and it just made me want to be a doctor that much more.
That's really cool. Um, that actually fits in a previous interview with Frost. He was inspired by a family member to get into the medical field, so that's a really cool trend I'm seeing. That's awesome. How long has your dad been in practice?
Let's see. My dad started practicing when he was 24 and he turns 70 in February. Almost 50 years.
Wow, it's a heck of a run. Um,
Mhm.
you're currently in nursing, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Um, is that are you on your path? I mean, do you want to eventually work towards cardiologist, or are you just kind of going your own way?
Well, right now I think I'm going to stick with getting my nursing degree to the point where I can be a cardiac. I don't think cardiology is in my cards anymore. Just I'm getting to the point where if I go to medical school, and by the time I'm done with everything,
Mhm.
I'd be in my 40s, and I don't. It just wouldn't give me a lot of time to practice.
Okay. Well, that's fair enough. I mean, because when you were starting reaching a certain point in life, you really just do kind of want to settle into something. So I get that. Um, okay. So on another note, let me ask you this: if someone was going to make a life about, if someone was going to make a movie about your life, who would play you? Who would you want to play you?
Hmm. Well, any of the spunky redheads out there.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter which one. I'd say probably Scarlett Johansson, though. Seriously, she's freaking
Ooh,
awesome.
yeah, a bit of a Black Widow. Nice. There's also another spunky redhead that's actually a great actress. She played on Mad Men. Can't remember her name. She also played in Firefly. And I am losing nerd
Ooh.
nerd points for not knowing her name.
Me too, because I know who you're talking about, and I can't think of her name.
Wow, Kristen Wiig? No, that's another actress. Anyway, so okay, spunky redhead. That makes sense. Um, okay, so on the front of streaming, and you've been a content creator on both parts. I mean, you've done videos and streams. Um, when did you do your first video or first stream? What was first on that?
Uh, I did my first stream in 2015 on Twitch, actually.
Okay, what did you stream? Do you remember?
Dead by Daylight.
Oh, Nice. Okay. Okay. That's a bit of a break from the pattern. In previous interviews, it's always been Minecraft. So Dead by Daylight's a good break.
It
Um,
was pretty close. I did Dead by Daylight and World of Warcraft in the same day.
that's right, people. She's a big World of Warcraft nerd too. She's actually she knows quite a bit more than I do about World of Warcraft, and that's I mean that's not saying a whole lot, obviously, but you've been playing since classic or not classic, vanilla, right?
Right, I've been playing since vanilla, since the very beginning of vanilla.
Nice, nice. I forget, were you ever a part of the alpha or beta at all, or did you just get in on the retail game?
I got in on retail. It was actually one of my friends, and I don't know. He used to be one of your viewers. I don't know if he still is, but he was my best friend, and he's actually the one that got me into the game.
Oh, okay, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he pops in from time to time. Um, so with World of Warcraft, I know you've been in guilds. We've been in guilds together. Um, is that do you enjoy streaming that a lot, or is there a certain game you enjoy streaming the most?
Um, well, I've definitely covered World of Warcraft um the most, I do believe. Uh I love streaming raids and
Hmm.
anything that's like action packed. The slower points, not so much. It's just not fun to stream questing and that.
Right. Yeah. They make for good chill streams, but they don't really draw a whole lot of attention. If I'm being honest, at least in my experience. So on that front, do you have a specific favorite stream, even if it's not World of Warcraft related or anything like that?
I do. I have a Destiny 2 stream that was probably my favorite because
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I spent the whole time laughing and beat red.
okay. You want to break it down?
Well, to be honest, don't even remember how the heck we got on the subject, but my viewers at that point, there were 30 of them, and they all decided to explain to me what a cream pie was because I didn't know. It turned real quick from a stream to a porn.
Okay. All right. And this is like Little Debbie is usually involved in that. Um, oatmeal cream pie, folks. But there is a very adult oriented cream pie as well. Um, that's funny as hell. Um,
Yeah, it was interesting.
yeah, I bet. How long? Okay, I fear to ask. How long did that go on?
About an hour and a half,
Yeah.
and then it started to die down, and then Tough jumped in,
Oh Lord. Okay. What
and it
next?
got 10 times worse.
Oh yeah. Well, that's tough though. That's tough. The dude can amplify fun times like a madman. It's
Oh yeah.
crazy. He's a great guy though. So okay. So you learned a little something, I guess. That's fantastic. I actually
I did. I definitely learned. I also learned that I could never blush quite as bad as I did that night.
okay. Now the next question is, were you on camera?
Yes.
Oh, see, that's another little juicy detail there. So that's awesome though. Um, so as long as you've been doing content, what's been your longest stream you've ever done, or longest video you've ever recorded?
Um, I think the longest I went was when I first started, and it was a 12-hour.
Oh, not bad. Okay, and that was Dead by Daylight.
That was World of Warcraft.
Oh, that was okay. All right, yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Um, when was this? Like, what expansion?
Oh, that would have been what? Warlords of Draenor?
Oh, okay. All right. Was it? I mean, do you remember any details? Like, were you just leveling, or were you in like raids off and on?
I had hopped into a raid with an Australian, because I was up all night all the time anyway, and I had run with them before, and it was back when I was pally healing.
Oh,
So
okay.
anytime they were on, they just grabbed me, and I did a lot of progression with them.
Man, I mean, you obviously probably know this, but I love pally healing.
Hmm.
I just love pally healing. Um, you are actually, from my experience, a really good priest healer
I think I'm probably the best with my shaman.
with your shaman. Okay, all right,
After all the changes they did to Pally, anyway, I used to be the best at my Pally.
gotcha. Okay, I feel like a dunce for for that. Um, but that's really cool. And again, been one of the most knowledgeable players I've ever talked to. It's actually pretty amazing. And always kudos on your Warcraft knowledge too, because I've got a buddy Palnay that has schooled me on stuff, and you've done the same. So you're right up there with him. So it's really cool. Um, so when you like during that 12-hour stream, did you take breaks?
Um, I did
Okay.
every now and then, anyway, in as much as the raid.
Is there, like, during streams like that when you take breaks, there's the usual, you go to the bathroom, you get something to eat, something like that. Has there ever been a break that you just need to kind of step away for a bit and take a breather and just repeat something to yourself, like as a mental kind of thing, or?
Oh, funny enough, back then I was very much a hardcore raider. I was in some of the top raiding guilds. And I used to have a punching bag right next to my desk, and I would get up and I would avail myself of that punching bag instead of my monitor.
Oh man, did you ever forget to turn the mic off at some point and they heard it in the background?
Yes, a lot of the time.
Oh, that's fantastic. Punching bag aggro, you gotta love it.
I
um
got kicked from a guild once because I kept repeating the name of the guild leader when I was hitting the punch.
oh man, that's crazy. Um, that's, I gotta say, that's the first time I've ever heard of somebody keeping a punching bag beside their computer. But it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. It would be a great physical release, giggity. When especially during raid times. My God,
Yeah,
because
it was just bad. It was so bad.
well, and for those that don't have any experience in hardcore raiding, it is some of the most stressful game time you can ever witness, especially when it comes to other people and trying to get things right. And if you've got a poor raid lead or a poor guild master that's trying, and you in some ways are trying to tell them there's better ways of doing it, it can just be some of the most stressful moments. So a punching bag again makes total sense. Um, so yeah, I mean that's fantastic. Most people would use a squeeze ball or something, but a punching bag, that's on another level. Um, so I think I know the answer to this one, but who is the funniest person in your circle in real life?
Hands down, that would be tough.
I figured. he
Every day's a new adventure.
exactly. So let me ask you this, bit of an off question here, and Tough is, for anybody that knows Tough's content, he is rather famous for his tough rants. He'll go into these modes verbally where he'll go off on certain things. Does he ever do that in real life too?
Oh, yes.
I figured. Okay. Um, how about you? Do you ever find yourself doing that?
No, I'm not real verbal about my anger. I generally just bottle it up and deal with it. There's honestly not a lot that makes me angry, though.
Let me take it out on a punching bag.
Yeah, I need to get one of them here.
Oh, I bet. Again, it sounds like it's helpful. It probably doesn't make sense to people, but if you can let some of that out physically, it helps a lot. It's good therapy. As long as you're not taking it out on Tough, although I'm pretty sure he can handle it. Um,
Yeah.
so if let's say you had a magic wand, is there a streamer or YouTuber, big or small, that you would love to collab with at some point that you have yet to do?
Yes, and it would probably come as a huge surprise to people who know me well, but it would be Mr. Jing.
Okay, repeat that.
I said it would come as a surprise to people who do actually know me well, but I would love to collaborate with Mr.
Mr. Jingly?
Mr. Jingles.
Mr. Jingles. Gotcha. Okay, I'm not aware of who this is. Can you give us a breakdown of like what they do?
He plays a little bit of everything, but he is mostly known for being a content creator for World of Warship.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's right. I've noticed the Outlaws have played a lot of World of Warships. So it sounds like you've gotten into it pretty heavy then.
Yes, I just got my 3-year anniversary email like yesterday.
Wow, nice. Congrats. Um, so she's obviously a WoW player on multiple levels. That's kind of
Right?
awesome. Okay, so when you're not streaming, obviously you work a lot. Nursing is very demanding. Can be stressful. There's tough to deal with. Who is? I mean, let's be honest. You might as well be babysitting. Um,
Pretty much.
if when all that's not happening, is there another hobby aside from gaming and streaming that you like to get into and spend some free time doing?
I read a lot.
Any specific genre?
I love historical fiction.
Nice, nice. How about favorite author?
Ooh. Well, he's not historical fiction, but I would have to say Stephen King.
Oh, okay. Instant classic. Awesome. All right. Um, what? Okay, so let's say you're getting ready to stream or you're getting ready to record, which you've done on occasion with me, off and on. We've collabed. What's the last thing you do, like before you hit the record or hit the stream button? Is there anything like you like to do, like as a ritual to kind of like for good luck or something?
I tell Tuff to shut up. No, I'm kidding. I check my makeup and I make sure that it looks okay. Like any typical girl, I guess.
Hey, makeup is very important. I check mine every morning.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. People don't
Well,
know.
it's always on par.
Well, people don't know that my beard. This is pure prosthetic. I mean, it's a bunch of makeup, so it's not easy to do. It's not easy to
Oh,
do.
don't let Tuft hear that. That'd just break his heart.
It breaks a lot of people's hearts, unfortunately. Um, okay, so one last question. As a parental figure, um, would you let your kids watch your content?
I have no choice in the matter because they both know my name. In fact, I'm pretty sure neither one of them actually calls me by my name. They both call me, and and to give a reference, they are Tufts kids. They are not my kids.
Mhm.
So they call me. They've called me Athena since the day they met me, and unfortunately, that means that they know what my channel is and they watch it.
I that does have its benefits, though. I mean, you're constantly being called, the name of a goddess, so that could feed the ego a little bit.
Just a bit.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, that's awesome. Listen, thanks for being a part of this. I really enjoyed it. Before I start to sign off here, is there anything you want to add, a personal note, anything about you or your streams, or shout out to anybody, anything like that?
Well, I don't know about a shout out, but does everybody know the funny story about how Tough and I met through a stream?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I do, but enlighten everybody if you want to.
I don't know if you want me to bring up his name or not. I don't.
It's probably best, just be kind of general about it. Just
Okay.
because I don't have permission from certain individuals, so.
Exactly. That's what I was wondering. No, I 3.5 years ago now. Holy crap! It's been a long time.
Hmm.
Um, how have I put up with this for so long?
You got me.
3.5 years ago, I hopped into somebody's stream, and Tough happened to be there, drunk and posting his phone number in chat.
Of course he was.
And he found out that I was a redhead. Ignore the screeching cat in the background. Found out I was a redhead, and he asked me what I would do with a washing machine on spin cycle, a chicken, and a bag of Pop Rocks.
Oh man.
We have been inseparable ever since.
Hell, it's a hell of a meeting story. I mean, seriously, something to tell the grandkids, man.
Right? Totally.
It's crazy. I think yeah, I don't know. Somehow I get the feeling though you guys you're gonna make great grandparents. I mean, just it's fantastic. You guys have always been really good friends of mine. Great streamers, great content creators, um, and I really appreciate y'all's support throughout the years. On a personal note. And if you guys want to check her out for yourself, again, she's awesome. I'll put a link down to her Twitch down below. She's also got a YouTube page you can check out. And there are links on those pages to her Discord, as well as to the Outlaw Discord. And at some point, I'm hoping to have Tough on. He does have a bit of a schedule on and off, so we're trying to work it out. So you guys can look forward to that, I promise. But for now, we've been chatting with AthenaBella, and thank you guys for hanging out. And again, another big shout out to Athena for being such a great friend over the years. And I will see you guys in the next video or stream. And remember, you're awesome. Never let the world tell you otherwise. See ya.